just really appreciate being able to have a platform to talk about my experiences at Kessin. To me, Kessin has got to be one of the most bittersweet things I've ever experienced in my life. On one hand, I and many other people I've met found ourselves at Camp Kessin because we have struggled with cancer at home, which has been really hard to live with. On the other hand, Kessin has brought me some of the most remarkable experiences of my life, no exaggeration. When I recall a time when I was most genuinely happy, I would likely return to one of my many times at camp. There have been countless funny and happy moments from my time as a camper, so many inside jokes that only my friends and counselors would ever understand. The bonds you create at Kessin are one of the most miraculous phenomena I've ever witnessed. In a matter of a few days, people you barely know will become some of the most genuine friendships you will ever have. I still talk to most of everyone with whom I've gone to camp as a camper. It's easy to catch up and pick up right where you left off. Many of the counselors I've had over the years have impacted my character and who I will grow up to be in the future. Some of my characteristics that many of my counselors have shown me have ultimately made me aspire to be a better person. Counselors like Chance and Oppa have shown me leadership. Counselors like Giggles, Banana, Bug, Graham Cracker, Momo, and Trullo have shown me kindness. Badger, Gummy, Lettuce, Sunny, and Poppy have shown me compassion. And counselors like Slinky, Mango, Tick, and Kipley show me dedication to positively impacting another person's life, even when circumstances aren't that good. It makes me sad that people who aren't involved with Kessin will never understand that sort of magic. Kessin is a genuine and understanding community that will always be open arms to those who need support. When I first went to Camp Kessin when I was 11, I was reluctant to go. I vividly remember my mom telling me I was going to random camp because it would be good for me and help me meet people. I was not a fan of Kessin in the very beginning. A few weeks after my mom and I's conversation, I found myself rolling up to Camp Collins to go to camp. I remember feeling really nervous and just wanting to turn around and go home. It was really nerve-wracking to see everyone so tightly knit and close. I ultimately ended up staying because my mom, dad, and sister really wanted me to go. So I kind of just sucked it up and hoped for the best. For some context, when my mom first got cancer, I really felt like an outcast everywhere I went and felt. Along with that, my parents were divorced, so I felt like no one really understood what my life and who I was, even at a young age, besides my sister. When my parents left, I felt really intimidated being at camp. Unlike me, my sister is pretty extroverted, so she made many friends really quickly. At that age, and even now, I'm a shy person. Being thrown into camp with people I didn't know who was camp with people I didn't know was really out of my comfort zone. Throughout my week there, I realized that camp wasn't so scary and actually a ton of fun. Tons of campers in my unit wanted to be friends and welcome me with open arms. My counselor, Badger, helped me feel comfortable at camp and had a lot of patience with me, and I appreciate him greatly for his kindness. By the end of the week, when it was time to go, I remember crying and had to leave. I remember having so much fun that week. It was a highlight of my life. Even since my first time going, Kessin has made a lasting impact on my life. I promised myself I'd go every year for as long as possible. It feels so surreal that this will be my last year. Over my 7 years at Camp Kessin, it kept improving. I made more friends and really opened up as a person. Kessin helped me in my regular life by helping me find confidence in who I am. Being able to dance and sing without anyone judging me really helped me realize that other people's needs shouldn't matter, especially when I'm having fun. Getting life advice from older counselors has also impacted my life. The words and tips they've provided me realize that there are many different options and ideas I can go with in my career. 2 years ago, I remember spending a lot of time that week talking about finances and how or what to do with money after you graduate high school, such as starting a Roth IRA or opening a credit card. Ideas I wouldn't have thought of without counselor mentorship at Kessin. In many different aspects, Kessin has shaped who I am and my future convictions, or at least opened so many other doors of possibilities for life after high school. Kessin has also supported me in different aspects of my life. One of the most painful and grueling periods of my life was when my father was fighting his lung cancer. He fought for 3 long years. Every day, I hoped that he would get better, but as time went on, hope was lost. It was a miracle he lived for 3 years in the first place, so I feel blessed to have spent that much time with my old man, even if I was too young to understand the weight and circumstances of it all. Here at Kessin, we do an activity for a few hours called empowerment, which is what makes Kessin magic. During empowerment, campers and counselors sit in a large circle and listen to each other speak and be vulnerable to each other. You don't have to talk if you don't want to, but you can listen to your peers' story and how they got into Kesem. In general, it's a great way to bond over all our struggles and traumas. It allows for a deep connection, even with people you haven't met. The feeling after empowerment can be described as a freeing feeling and a sense of belonging and family. I know all the people I've met at Kesem are my second family. I try my hardest to keep in touch with my Kesem friends. That bond is special. I found this bond truly special when my father passed away. Counselors from Kesem showed up to the funeral. It was a moment I won't forget. They drove hours away just to support my sister and I. I can't think of any other organization that would ever offer that kind of support and parents. Thank you, Kesem, for helping my family, even when inconvenient, and always being there for me, and no matter the distance. Every year at Kesem, whether at Empowerment or Cabin Chat, we are asked what Kesem/Kesem Magic means to us. To answer the question head on, Kesem and Kesem Magic have the power to create lifelong bonds with people in just a few days. Kesem is the true embodiment of finding joy in the sadness and cruelties of life. Kesem has the power to let a kid be at peace for even just a little bit. Kesem can let a kid be a kid and let a child be at peace. Kesem is Hebrew for the word magic, but to me, Kesem is more than just a word or can. It's the everlasting testament of unity between children who have been impacted by parents' cancer and other struggles in their life. Kesem is the strongest community that I've ever been blessed to be a part of, even if it's the reason why I found Kesem in the first place to be painful. I could go on and on about how great Kesem is, but to conclude, if you're a parent struggling with cancer and wants to support your child, I cannot recommend a better therapy than Camp Kesem. Speaking from my experience, it is life-changing and it's benefited my life